Want revolutionary next generation concealers, look no further. This is considered HSN's #1 customer choice beauty award winner. Best concealer, voted best concealer. It's here today. It's called T.C.E. This covers everything. We're gonna give you the concealer, we're gonna give you the sponge, and we're gonna do it for $24.99. Usually just the concealer on its own is $29. So for $5 less, we're also giving you that $12 sponge, give you foolproof application. We have 5 flex pay on everything. We have all the shades. So we'll show you this shade chart. So if you already picked up on the foundation, you can go with the same color in the concealer. Easy peasy. Or if you missed out on your color in the foundation, grab a concealer because it's called TCE because this really does cover everything. Tell us about it, Doris. I love that it's on sale. I love that a little bit goes a long way. This is a nice full size. And it has this brilliant and beautiful stainless steel applicator. So it's so smooth, it's so cooling, and so easy to apply. You can just use your fingers once you tap it on with that stainless steel applicator. So there you go, there's your shades from fair to deep. I still have all the shades, that's the good news. But also, as always, very popular when doll 10 is in the house. Let me show you this concealer. So I think I'm showing you the medium. I am. Talk about your concealers. They are dreamy and creamy.
All right, so let's talk about this concealer. This has won so many awards that it has a shelf here at Doll 10, all just to her. T.C.E Concealer was one of these things that I dreamed about because I really wanted to create like a serum eye cream because most concealers are really dry. Like you would put them on and an hour, it looked good when you put it on, but then like an hour later it got all cracky, right? Like an hour later you go in the bathroom, you wash your hands, and you go, who is that person? How did I age 10 years? I don't know, I was drinking water and I slept last night. But what this does, ready, this first and foremost, it has a surgical steel tip that when you put that against your skin, it feels so refreshing, right? Then what I'm going to tell you about it, it starts its life as this concentrated serum with ingredients like cucumber and chamomile, hyaluronic acid. When this area gets dry and textury, that's what happens. The concealer sticks and stays in there, and that's what creates that gross under eye look. So I'm going to show you here. I have a blue marker, and I want to show you what TCE stands for. This was the one that started everything. So we have proprietary pigments in there. Now watch, I'm going to show you that little tiny dab. Do you see that little tiny dab? Notice how I just put it there, and it literally, ready? Like, you can't see it. It cuts right through that. If you're dark, you're not going to be that dark. I know you're not going to be that dark, but I'm showing you, if I can cover up something that's almost like a black blue, you can realize what it's going to do for your under eye area. Particularly if you have real darkness and you are piling on the concealer, you are going to be so happy that you're watching right now because you're going to be like, oh my gosh, where has this thing been? So watch when I show you, it literally just taps out and it covers everything. So it literally covers all that darkness that's underneath the eye, all by helping to hydrate, moisturize, make that under eye area look like beautiful and plump and gorgeous again, all while doing that. And typical concealers laid in, they covered and they dried the area. Yes, you could get the coverage, but was it really like working on the problem? Right. So that's what TCE is. It is a new beauty award winner. It is a customer choice award winner, not only here in the United States, but also abroad too, in Europe. The reason is the minute someone discovers this, it has become this osmotic word of mouth, and every single person has fallen in love with it.
Let me tell you, to be named best concealer here at HSN, and you're up against the biggest, incredible, awesome beauty brands in the world, to get considered and then also to get voted best concealer, that means really this concealer is kind of in a class by itself. I use it daily. You're going to love it. I think we have some great videos too of how great the coverage is. Thanks, guys. Talk about how to use the concealer. Can you use it all over the face? Do you use it to target areas? What do you recommend?
So wherever you would normally use concealer, and that's typically what you're seeing here. So this little girl, I have to tell you this story here. Her name is Amy. She's a new mom now, but Amy had reached out to me. She had saw me in the UK. She's from the UK, and she sent that picture that you see there and said, I have a large, hemangioma, birthmark on my face. Do you think that concealer would work for me? And I was like, yeah, of course it will, Amy. And I sent it to her. This is what she sent back to me. This was taken with her phone. I've never met Amy. She's never been into a studio. This is her taken with her phone. And that's the results. I want you to see on the after. Do you see makeup? That's the whole key, because if you're sitting down on your vanity and you see makeup, it's one thing to see blush or lipstick, I get that, or eyeshadow, you want to see that. When we talk about complexion, if you're seeing your concealer, if you're seeing your foundation, that's why you just saw that powder foundation or serum powder, if you're seeing that, guess what? It's not a good look, because when you go out in that bright light and that sunlight, it's just not going to look good on you. You're going to look old. You're going to look aged. And nobody puts on makeup to look that way. They want to be their best selves, right? So you're seeing here, you can see there's some congenital darkness underneath the eye here. And you look at the after. I want you to see how bright that under eye area looks, but you don't see cakey. Like, cake is great to eat, Sarah.
I agree.
But you certainly don't want it underneath your eye.
Let's show you the shade chart one more time. I'm going to show you how I use it as well, because I would hate for you to miss out on your favorite color now. We're down to just 3 colors in the foundation, but right now, I think I have all the colors. Yeah, that's the good news. I have all colors in the concealer. So if you were lucky enough to grab the foundation before that sells out, get the matching concealer. You will not regret getting an award-winning concealer for less than $25. Concealers are not inexpensive. This is a $40 value. You can also choose a concealer that's maybe 1 shade lighter than your foundation. It's up to you. You know what kind of color you like in a concealer. The modern look is to go ahead and do a similar color. Don't have too big of a contrast, right, Doris? That's sort of your best recommendation.
Yeah, really quick. So just stick with whatever. This has optical brighteners in it. So if you are a light, stay light. If you're a light medium, stay light medium. If you're a medium, stay medium. I wear light underneath my eyes, and I'm going to show you, and I wear a light foundation. So you're going to see those optical brighteners. Ready? Now, it comes with the sponge. What's really cool about a sponge is you actually can, I like to take my finger, I like to spread it just like this, and then I go in an upward motion and make this look like it's lifted. Then I take my sponge, and what you do with this is that you tap and press this in. So some of us girls from the 80s are like, I don't know what a sponge is. I'm used to using, a brush. That's fine. But finish it off with that sponge, because what that does is that presses that into the skin, and that kind of locks it in. Now, I have a light foundation on. I have a light concealer on. Optical brighteners. It also has all of those hydrators, moisturizers, all of those things that are going to help that skin to look plump. You can see the difference here. That's why I tell you, stay with your color. 1980, you went down a color. So
That's
I'm
right.
with you. I'm a 1980s girl. I've been digging
No raccoon eyes. No raccoon eyes.
Raccoons are like great to watch, but we don't want to look like them, right? Like,
you want it to look all natural, right? This is the concealer I use every single day. Can you guys see that? Maybe you can come in close right now before we go. But I just want you to see how easy it is to apply. I love that it's creamy. I love that it has skincare infused in, because you can really see now. Let me tell you, this is a girl who is jet lagged. I think I'm still on New Zealand time. I might have even skipped a day. I might be a day behind, but you would never know it. Thanks to everything that Doll 10 has to offer. I'm wearing the foundation. I'm wearing her eyeshadow sticks, which are coming up. I'm wearing her mascara. So the lip color, that's also going very, very quickly. This is your chance to really sort of pull your look together. You don't have to spend a fortune. And I know that's what the beauty counters want you to think, that you have to, make a small investment, or, instead of paying the mortgage, walk through one of those beauty stores. You will not leave without spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars. This is a great award-winning concealer. Look no further. You're going to be so glad that you did this today, because they're not always in stock. And that also is a new beauty magazine Best Concealer Award winner. Won't crease, won't settle, won't crack, won't give you that weird discoloration, last all day. All right, we got to talk about some other great items.